Hello and welcome back to Star Citizen. My name is Evenlease, and today on 10 Minutes More or Less Ship Review, right behind me, the Origin 315P, a Pathfinder exploration ship by Origin. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, welcome back everybody to another review today, the Origin 315P. This ship is a Pathfinder exploration variant of the 300 series, and it's still classed as a starter ship because it's like a starter to exploration, right? It comes with an advanced scanning package, so that's really cool. But taking a look at this ship, there is some noticeable differences between the 300i and the 325A, and a lot of that's with the weapons loadout as well as, the paint color. So, taking a look, this ship is $65 on the pledge store if you were to go ahead and buy it, or if you were to buy it in-game, it is $1,490,580 aUEC. Now, it's definitely not a terrible price, especially since this ship is a very good-looking ship. Maybe not like certain angles, but other angles, it's definitely a great-looking ship, and the interior pays for itself because it's got that luxury feel as most Origins do. Now, taking a look, this ship does 450 damage per second. So it's pretty low on the damage scale compared to a lot of other starters. So you got to ask yourself, what are you buying this ship for, right? In Star Citizen, are you buying it for the extended cargo bay on it compared to the 300i or the Avenger Titan? Or are you buying it for just this tractor beam at the front because you want to help load, the big old whole C's and whole D's and everything like that with this ship? Because potentially you could. So 450 DPS, that's two size 3 CF337 Panthers, one mounted on each wing. And then outside of that, of course, you got the tractor beam here on the nose of the ship, so that removes one of the guns on the ship, killing its DPS. So is this ship meant to fight? No. Like I said, it's an exploration Pathfinder ship, and with that tractor beam, honestly, you could probably end up being a loader in a fancy little vessel. Now, outside of that, it does have two size 2 Tempest 2 missiles, but for some reason in 3.23, I can't seem to find a way to fire them. When you go to SEM gun mode and then you try to switch to SEM, missile mode, there is no SEM missile mode. It goes to a weird turret mode, and then it goes to a scanning mode, and then it goes to the tractor beam. So there is no missile mode, and I couldn't find a way to launch these things off, so you're just going to look at it now and be like, ooh, ah. It comes with two of them, so not terrible. Again, not a ship meant to be out there brawling, so would I do that in this ship? Probably not. Not especially when you can get the 300i or the 325A and have a lot better time doing that. Now, defensively, what do you have if you were going to get attacked by anybody? You have 3,000 bubble shields, so a little bit of shield defense for you to try to get out of there. And this ship is not slow by any means, so that shouldn't be any problem. It has 8,200 ship HP as well, so, not the greatest amount. Honestly, if you're comparing this with other starter ships like the Avenger Titan or the 300i or, the Cutter or a lot of other starter ships, you got to ask yourself, what is the number you want to cut and deal with down the line with your starter ship? The reason why I say that is like the Titan has 11,900 health, while certain other ships like the Core has 15,460 health. There's just a lot of things you got to kind of compare. Are you looking to do a little bit more cargo in the starting career of Star Citizen, and this is your starting vessel because of that? You can definitely do that, as it does come with 12 SCU of cargo, and I'll show you exactly where that would be right here on the lower half of the ship. So this door here will drop down. Let me see if I can go ahead and do that for you now. I love this door. I wish they would give these ships a gold standard pass of some sort, because it's just annoying to have to try to find. There's one button for the front cargo bay. And then there's another one around here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, the button's right there. Okay. So honestly, I think they need to make these buttons a little bit more obvious. It just looks like a part of the design of the ship. But you do hold all your cargo right here on these platforms. And honestly, When you close it, it might not have enough room, but you could potentially fit like a very small hover bike or something in here. I don't know if I would really try that. The height of those bikes, and when they sit, they don't sit flush with the ground, so probably won't work out too well, but it's probably not impossible either. Now, yeah, you can do cargo. You could do bunkers with this ship and, haul around a couple people. There's, a bed and a pilot seat. But you really can't fight in this ship. I wouldn't do that at all. I'd pick a different ship, honestly. Your health points are on the low side, and your shield, of course, is a starter ship, so it's only got 3,000. I mean, definitely not a terrible looking ship, and if you are looking for that bigger cargo bay compared to the other ones, that's a great pick, because the Titan has 8, like the Sulin has 6. Honestly, the only thing with more cargo at this area of ship is the Nomad at 24. You're not going to really find any other ships in this area with more than 12 SCU of cargo compared to all the other starters. I mean, it's literally 4, 4, 8, 3, 2, 6, 4, 24, 6, 2, 8, and 1. If that's what I remember from all the other ships that I have previously done on my road to Invictus. Now, it's definitely a good-looking ship, though. The biggest point of this ship, honestly, in my opinion, is the interior. Because yeah, you're going to be doing cargo. You can potentially run bunkers and transport people a little bit here. But when you're in the interior, it's a completely different ball game, right? You buy this ship not only for its capability with cargo, but for its elegant design on the interior. I don't know why my bathroom door is open. I swear I haven't used it today. Let's close that door. But, you got a really nice panoramic sunroof here, or moonroof, or planet roof, or star roof. And it stretches over into the pilot's area, and it looks fantastic. I mean, that's a heck of a view. You don't get this view in a lot of other ships, or any other ships really, unless you stay in the Origin lineup, right? So I love that view. And then you have a nice little kitchen area with a nice sink and a little fridge, a nice weapons rack next to your wine, 2 combinations you always want to mix up when you're going to a bunker, and a storage area right here, as well as a pretty decent looking bed. Compared to other ships like Drake or RSI, where their beds are as thin as metal, or is metal. It's like thin as paper is what I meant to say. This is actually a pretty good bed, and I like that. There's also a lot of customization options you can do with this ship on the website, when it works. You can add certain little functions to the ship, like little coffee makers and clocks and all sorts of fun little things. So that's pretty cool. I like that, and I hope they can do that more in the future. Maybe not microtransaction, though. I want that to be an in-game thing. I don't really like the idea of spending extra money just to add a coffee maker to my ship. I prefer it to be less microtransaction and more of like I just walked into the IKEA of starships and I want to decorate my starship. So it looks like they are starting to do that with the new cargo update. You're able to buy like lawn chairs and all sorts of different seats and put them in your ship. So that's pretty cool. That's a really great start. I just hope it continues from there, right? So love that. Again, fire extinguisher and your bathroom. Of course, you know me. I'm not going to sit in this bathroom. I feel like, walking out of here and being able to fly the ship in a moment. I don't want to get sucked into an unknown black hole of danger and screaming and crying and game restarting. So, nice little bathroom. I honestly don't think it's going to give you a shower unless it just sprays from down below and you just stick your head down there, right? So, no shower, but it does have a nice bathroom to go in. Take care of business. Moving on to the pilot seat here. If you get into the pilot seat, it's actually, like I said, a really great view. Plenty of MFDs to do whatever you need to do, because honestly, this isn't a ship meant for anything else outside of really cargo and some very light footwork on maybe attacking some very light enemies, because you don't have that much firepower. But let's go ahead. I'm going to show you really quick. I'm going to go to SCM gun. So I hit the middle mouse button, SCM turret, SCM scan, SCM, and then it disappears, but it goes into the, tractor beam. So missiles, broken. Too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and go into third person here, turn on the engines, and take off. Go ahead and talk about the final stats of this ship. Honestly, this ship is fantastic when it comes to its speed. It's got such great acceleration. She moves very fast with a top SCM speed of 260. Now, count me crazy here, but this is what I was hoping the Mercury Star Runner's speed would be, because it would only make sense. It's supposed to be one of the fastest ships in Star Citizen, but yet it sits at 205 SCM, and if anybody calls that fast, it's not. It's really not. 260 SCM, this ship is fast. 260 SCM with a 610 forward boost and a 230 backwards boost. So definitely able to get out of a hairy situation pretty quick. You have 1,425 nav speed. Again, this is fast. This is what a ship that is meant to be fast should be doing, right? I understand that the Mercury Star Runner is a big fat boy, but you know what? It can still move. I mean, honestly, can it though? The engines on the back of that thing are so tiny. But anyways, this is a great looking ship, and she's able to do quite a bit, but you know, it's just all about, you know, what can you do with it in the world of Star Citizen at the current time. And honestly, it's a mixture of things, but nothing, you know, cargo is like the only thing it does fantastic. Right, everything else is kind of meh. It's all right, you know. Is this a ship that you're picking over like the Nomad or you know, other ships like the I would say Cutlass, but that's not really comparable. It's different price bracket completely. But something like the Cutter or something to go and do other activities, or even the Titan, right? Which one are you going to pick? What are you using this ship for? Honestly, this ship, in my opinion, is a 7 out of 10 because it still does a great job in its role as a Pathfinder exploration ship, even with that gameplay element not truly in yet. It will be sooner or later, but you know what? It's still a great ship. And in the end here, it has 872 quantum fuel, so it's able to go a little, you know, a couple places without having to refuel, and then you got to refuel, obviously. So yeah, again, this ship, 7 out of 10. It's not the greatest DPS, but it has that tractor beam on the front. Not great shield, but it's average for your starter ship lineup. Ship HP's a little low. Great amount of cargo, amazing speed, very amazing speed, and a very low EM rating. So definitely a ship I would want to have around if I'm going to be moving, you know, any sort of cargo in this price range. Well, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You know, let me know what you think of the Origin 315 down in the comments below. Is it really a ship you'd pick over the 325A, the 300I, the Avenger Titan? The Nomad's kind of a stretch in this range, but, you know, still, think about it, consider it. Or the Cutter, the Nomad, the Mustang, the Core. You know, there's a lot of options out there. Why do you pick this one? You guys are really awesome. Thank you, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.